What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve Natto. I want to thank you guys all for stopping by the video today. I really do appreciate it. And if I helped you guys out get a better look at today's sneaker, let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to hit that subscribe button down below as well. But for today, as you can see, we have the brand new Adidas Parley UltraBoost DNA collaboration. So this officially dropped earlier this morning on June 29th for a retail price of $220. And as you can tell from the title, in my opinion, I feel like Adidas and Parley made a little bit of a mistake with this release. I feel like they missed the mark just a little bit by, a number of years here in terms of when this sneaker should have come out. In my opinion, I feel like this shoe should have come out 4, 3, even 2 years ago, and it would have had such a bigger release. I feel like Adidas and Parley just missed the mark a little bit. The release today was a bit underwhelming and didn't seem to get all the attention that I feel like it should have. Back in the day, 4 years ago, I'll show you guys this picture right here. This sneaker surface, which looks exactly like the shoe I have in hand for you guys today. However, that was the original kind of Adidas Parley collaboration where it used some better materials for the recycled ocean plastic that is found on the sneaker. And that one never got an official release, but as you can see, this one looks very, very similar. And I just find it weird that 4 years later, we had to get the release of the shoe that was supposed to be the one that came out in 2016. And I feel like if they would have done it back then, it just would have been such a better release that would have been more widespread. And I feel like they just missed out on the hype. There's plenty of people, like me, who are really interested in sneakers, and others who were, interested in picking the shoe up, but I feel like they missed the mark on a lot of other people in terms of getting this shoe, to the right audience. So regardless, though, it doesn't affect the quality of the shoe and, how it is and the story behind it. It's still very, very nice. We're going to take a full deep dive into the sneaker to take a look at how it is up close as well as on feet. And of course, I'll give you guys my opinions at the end of the video. But I feel like if Adidas released it, a couple years back, it might have done a little bit better. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about that. But for now, we'll start diving into the video and start checking out the Adidas Parley UltraBoost DNA. And here we are up close with the sneaker. However, of course, we are going to take a look at the box real quick. So on the size tag, we can see UltraBoost DNA Parley, and the style code is EH1173. The picture does look a little bit different than the shoe, but that sometimes happens with Adidas boxes. However, the rest of the box is just completely black. But then the entire shoe, as you can see, the base is really just white. You have white all over the sneaker, except for on the back heel, you have a little piece of black traction for the actual outsole. And then you have this nice Parley blue kind of stitched in between. And that's really the entire design. You do have the 3 stripes on the side, but overwhelmingly it is just white with the bluish green kind of stitching in between to, again, mirror that shoe that came out in 2016. You do have some nice white laces, and the overall model is the UltraBoost DNA, as I mentioned. But here's a quick look at that lateral side. Onto the front of the sneaker now, you can see that design kind of continuing and wrapping all the way around the toe box. You got that nice pattern going all the way up. You got the lacing system here with just the white laces connecting all the way through, and a white Adidas hit stitched on both tongues. And then attached to the sneaker, you do have the size tag, typical of Adidas sneakers here, just showing all the same information as the box size tag. Onto the medial side now, basically all the same. If we get in a little bit closer, you can still see the 3 Adidas stripes and get a better look at that stitched on design of the Parley kind of bluish green going all throughout the sneaker, getting bigger and smaller, kind of like in a wave pattern. And then below that, you got that boost for the Ultra Boost midsole and a little white plate for the inside on the medial side here. Onto the back heel now, pretty much all the same. Again, you got some white on the back heel cup going all the way down to the stitching with that Parley bluish green. It comes really close together, but from far away, it does look like it's all connected. However, as we get closer, you can see there is still some space in between. All of that is on top of that boost for the Ultra Boost midsole, and that is going to round out the back heel. Next, we can move overhead, get you guys a shot at what the sneakers look like as you would look down on your feet. And then as we zoom in a little bit closer, the inner lining is all white. You do have boosted branding on the insole in blue, and then Adidas and Parley dual branding on the insole on the right sneaker. And then behind the tongue, you got another label of Boost right there with the size tag. There's some of the numbers and information on this Parley Ultra Boost. And lastly now, we can take a look at the outsole. Nothing really different here. You got the Continental logo at the very top of the toe, the Boost all throughout, the black traction on top. Pretty similar to most other Ultra Boosts in terms of the outsole here. And now finally, since we have wrapped up taking an up close look at the sneakers, it's time to get them laced up, and I'll show you guys what they look like on feet. And now there we have it for the Adidas Parley UltraBoost DNA on feet. So again, still in my opinion, I really think Adidas should have released this, sometime back in the past, a little bit closer to when they did some of the other collabs with Parley. I think it would have had a little bit more attention. But, like I said, people still interested in Ultra Boost in this collaboration. We're still looking at it. I feel like the widespread appeal just wasn't quite the same as how it was, a little bit earlier down the line. So maybe that means they're trying to reintroduce the line. I'm not really sure. I guess we have to kind of wait and see. But that was the first kind of thought I had when seeing how similar this silhouette was to the other one that I showed a little bit earlier in the video. But for specifics on this shoe, this is still very nice. It's a solid Ultra Boost. Ultra Boosts are still one of the most comfortable sneakers on the market. In my opinion, I feel like I don't love the DNA silhouette. So there's so many different models of Ultra Boost at this point, and this was the DNA silhouette. So that one really kind of breaks down to how the lacing system is and a little bit in terms of the fit. I haven't had too many DNA pairs. I'm not in love with that model. I kind of just like the generic Ultra Boost kind of look and feel a little bit better, but still not a bad shoe at all. Obviously just very nice and simple and clean. If you guys like the look, I think it's certainly a good shoe. I wasn't in love with it after checking it out on feet. I feel like it just looked all right. Nothing crazy, nothing bad either. Just kind of solid shoe at the end of the day. I feel like the price point I would have liked to see a little bit lower. The 220 was a bit expensive when regular or Ultra Boost retailed for 180. So again, that just kind of is what it is, but something to note as well. But if we had to break this down a little bit further in terms of sizing, this pretty much does fit either true to size or a little bit small. For me personally, I like to go up a half size in my Ultra Boost for a little bit extra room, but I get comments all kinds of ways in terms of true to size or a little bit small. So I always recommend trying to go into a store and trying them on to get your exact fit. Other than that, solid shoe all around. Again, very, very comfortable and just a clean and simple shoe, especially for the summer. But if I had to give you guys my final rating and opinion here to kind of close out the video, I think I'm going to give these an 8 out of 10. Again, very solid shoe, but just my personal opinion is that I think they should have released this, sometime in the past. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Otherwise, I think we'll end the video here. I think we finally covered everything around this Adidas Parley Ultra Boost DNA. So I want to thank you all for stopping by the video. I really do appreciate it. And be sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed. Otherwise, I will catch you guys again real soon on the next video.